Major cliffhanger. I was in the middle of typing and had to cut it off. I just saw we were going to be a little bit longer than what I wanted to be on that video. Not just a little bit over, but a lot over. And so I decided to call it. So we started to type out here when the user says donate, we have to grab the amount of money that they want to donate. And so what we started to do here was we went in and said the value of this box is going to be equal to whatever's in donation amount. And then when the box changes, so when the user types something in, we want to go in and say, let's create a little function here that calls the set amount and passes to it the, let's see. So we need to have something here to receive the information about what clicked on it. So we're going to say X here and then say X.target value. So we're going to go get the value of whatever was in the box. Now the issue here is that whatever's in the box, whatever's in this input box is going to be read in as text. And so just like we did here with the number, I want to go in and convert this, get your fingers on the right keys though, to a number. Out of that target value. So again, whatever clicks on the button, so it's going to grab the information for that target. Save this. Oh, I've got an error somewhere with my braces. What did I do? So we have the opening there. Yeah, we never close it. Okay. I think we need to get rid of that one. Save all. Okay. So on the change, we're going to receive information about what, so it says here, the change event, which will include what was the box that was changed, what was the value, all that kind of stuff. And we're saying go into there, grab the target, grab the value, convert that to the number, and then call the set, it's actually set donation amount. We're going to call the set donation amount which it says it can't see. Oh, because I must have had a problem with the brace here. It's closing the donate page there. We want to close the donate page. That's what that extra brace was down here. Save all that. Okay, that makes me feel better. So we're going to set the donation amount based on whatever's in that box. That's going to go up into the donation amount. Now this one, while the video was rendering, I reminded myself, the problem is it might be null, they're saying. What if this information is null coming in? I need to have something here. And so we can say, well, set project name equal to whatever was coming in from project name here, here. Or if by chance it's blank, then we can just say, no project found, and that'll make it happy because there's a default value. Okay, and then the donation amount is being updated down here as we set the donation amount. So now instead of when the user clicks the button to add to cart, then instead of calling the onClick event, we're going to call our function that we created. So we'll call handle add to cart. And it will do all this stuff as if that stuff was sitting right here inside that onClick event. So it's going to take care of all these different things, including navigating to the cart when they click the onClick event. All right, so we've loaded up our cart with the information. 2 of those pieces of information are coming in through the parameters. One of those pieces of information is coming in by setting the donation amount when the user types it in the box, and then we click this button to handle all that functionality. Well, now on the cart page side, what do we need to do here to grab this information? And so in the cart page TSX, we can come in here and add a new const. And we'll build some different things here. So one is a cart. We can call the removed. So these are functions that are coming in from our cart context. In fact, let me do it a different way. So to hopefully make it make a little more sense. So when we come in to print out what's the cart, so we're going to have our total here, obviously, at some point. But before the total, let's print out what's actually in the cart. So below my heading here, I'm going to map out. I'm going to create a div here, and I'm going to map out. I'm going to go pull the cart dot length. Now, there's no cart that exists yet. So let's see if I can make this work. Cart dot length, and it's going to say, I have no idea what you're talking about with a cart. Can't find name cart. Well, I need to get that cart from somewhere. And so I'm going to say up here const, and then this is where I say cart, and then that's going to come from the useCart that we built. So here it's not going to recognize useCart. I import from the cart context file which we built. Where's my context? Cart context that we built. We're exporting this as useCart. So now in my cart page I say go grab that useCart. Let's go get a cart, which again represents this cart that we're building, right? That we've built here and that we're loading up here with the different items. So back to the cart page. So now it recognizes what cart is because we're using a cart. So we can say here the cart length, well, what we can do is, so we have this dilemma. What if the cart is empty? What do we want to print here? And so we can just do a quick check and say, go look at the cart length. If the cart length is equal to 0, then just print out a little paragraph tag saying your cart is empty. Right? But then if the cart isn't empty, then we want to have in there, and maybe I'll put this in parentheses, then we want to have the other option. So if it's not empty, then I want to have option number 2, which is we'll just build a little unordered list. And in that list, let's get that to format right. It still doesn't look good. In that list, I want to create, we're going to go map out whatever's in the cart. So I'm going to go call the cart, and we'll call our map function, and in there I'm going to, each one that comes in as we map through, I'm going to call item, and the type of, is it a string, is it a number, what is it? It's a cart item. It's that template that we built. It's going to look like, it's going to have in that cart item a project ID, a project name, and a donation amount. It's going to have all 3 of those things in each object as it loops through. I'm doing air quotes. So then we say for this map function, for each item I want to create a list item. The key is going to be equal to whatever the item's project ID is, so we can identify each row. And then what text is going to be in there? Well, let's print out whatever the item project name is, and then a colon, and then the donation amount. So I'll come in here, $, and then go grab the donation amount. So grab the item, donation amount, and then we can convert that to a $sign looking number. If we say to fixed, and then 2. All right, so we save that, and it doesn't recognize what cart item is. We need to import that. Okay, let's test it. Let's see if this thing works. Whoops. Control S is what I meant to do there. I keep hitting Control Z. Okay, I'm trying to hurry. Always bad. Control Y, save. Okay, we'll look at it in the next video. Spencer out.